Hello friends and good morning. Today we're going to be reading a book that's all about Christmas to get in the Christmas spirit. And it's called Santa in the City. And before we read this book, I want to give a special shout out to my auntie, our teacher, who bought me this book. Now, let's get started. Santa in the City. Tiffany D. Jackson. Illustrated by Reggie Brown. Santa in the City. Every year, DJ counted down the days, hours, minutes, seconds until Christmas. But some kids at school didn't believe in Santa like she did. If there's a Santa, how does he get into your apartment when there's no chimney? That sleigh can't fit nowhere and reindeer can't fly. And no one can live up at the North Pole, Carmen said. Face it, DJ, there is no Santa, even if there was. He had never visited us in the city. That night, Mommy found DJ in her room crying. What's wrong, DJ? Mommy, can you tell me the truth? Is there really a Santa Claus? Of course there is, baby girl. But how does Santa get inside our house if we don't have a chimney? Mama smiled. DJ, magic always finds a way. Come, let me show you. Hold up, friends. Before we continue, what do you think DJ's mom is going to show DJ? Put it right down in the comment in the box below. And also hit that subscribe button to give us a like and share it with your friends. Back to the story. She took DJ down to the first floor where Mr. Clark was painting the front door. She pointed to the big keychain hanging off his tool belt. Santa got a special keychain like our super Mr. Clark. His key is magic and opens all the apartments in the entire world. Oh, DJ said. Makes sense. Okay, but where did he park his reindeer? There's no free parking spots on our block at night, and ain't none of them big enough for 9 reindeers. Mommy laughed. He parks on the roof, just like he does at everyone else's house. She took DJ by the hand and led her up to the top floor, pointing to the roof door. Why do you think her mom pointed up to the roof door? If you answer right in the comment below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's finish reading. See, Mommy said, Santa comes through there. She showed DJ where Santa parked his sleigh. And the old pigeon feeder, Mr. Clark, used to give the reindeer a snack. Oh, Gija said. Makes sense. Satisfying. Gija took the stairs back down to her apartment. As Mommy tucked her into bed and read her favorite Christmas book, Gija smiled. Deshaun and Carmen were wrong. Santa did come to their city. But the next morning, as Gigi left for a day of Christmas shopping with Mommy, she couldn't help out noticing how different her neighborhood looks from the ones in her book. The buildings her block didn't seem ready for Christmas. She tugged on Mommy's coat. If we keep decorating our building, how would Santa Claus find us? The mayor puts up extra special lights all around the neighborhood, Mommy said. And we always put lights around our windows so Santa doesn't miss us. Oh, Jesus says. Makes sense. But as soon as they walk into the corner boda, another question popped into Deidre's head, then another, and another. She almost didn't hear Mr. Orchard say her breakfast sandwich was ready. Hey, Liz, Mommy, what's on your mind? Mr. Orchard asked. Mr. Orchard, can reindeer really fly? See, Mommy, they're just like chickens. They can fly short distances, hopping from block to block, till they reach our block. But even later that afternoon, as Gija and Mommy finished her shopping, her head was so full of questions. She thought it might burst. She pointed to Santaland and asked, how could Santa be at King's Plaza, at Macy's, and up at the North Pole making all of our presents at the same time? The next day was Christmas Eve. For all of you Brooklyners out there, today's also Christmas Eve. And Deeja's entire family gathered around her auntie's house where they had a big feast. She played games with her cousin and danced with her uncles like she did every year. But it was hard to enjoy herself like she used to. She still had so many questions about Santa. And luckily, there was a lot of people to ask. Uncle Ronnie, how can Santa live up at the North Pole? It's really cold up there, Deeja asked. Well, Santa works in the tunnels underground the subway, where it's much warmer. Plus, he drinks plenty of hot cocoa. Oh, Deeja said, makes sense. What about when we visit Grandma and Pop-Pop in Jamaica? It's a whole other country. How does he find us there? That's easier, Auntie Casey said. Her mommy would be able to send a postcard to tell her where we are. Oh, Jesus said. Makes sense. Back at home, Deeja left milk and cookies for Santa, but her head still swirled with questions, like where do other kids put their stockings if they don't have a fireplace? Or how does Santa make it to all of their cities at one night? Or has he ever delivered presents to the wrong house like the mailman sometimes does? Doesn't Santa's tummy hurt after eating all the cookies everyone leaves him? She asked Mommy. Santa doesn't eat all the cookies, Mommy said. He eats some, but has a magic sack. He puts in the rest, so he can share with the elves when he gets back to the North Pole. I've even packed them up for him. You mean you've met Santa? Yep, he has lots of grown-ups to help him since he has lots of stocks to make one night. Oh, she said, that gave Deeja an idea. After Mommy tucked Deeja into bed, Deeja only pretended to go to sleep. Because there was only one question who could answer all of her questions, Santa himself. She waited until her mommy was asleep, sneaking out into the living room, but she just couldn't stay awake. She didn't hear Santa park his sleigh on the roof, or see him come down the steps, or use his magic key to open the door, or leave the toys she asked the special elves for. What do you think's gonna happen next, friends? Shall we read on? Yeah. Let's see what's happening. But when she woke up, she found something better than any toy, a special message from Santa, just for her, letting her know once and for all magic really does find a way. Santa was real, and he had no problem coming to our city. 364 days left. See you next week. See you next week. Okay, friends, that was Santa's City. Now, I'm going to give a few shout-outs. Then, I'm going to give a few shout-outs to a few other people. So, I'm giving a shout-out to my cousins, Chloe, DJ, Daniel, and Kimmy in Long Island. Happy belated birthday, Chloe! And I'm giving a shout-out to my Auntie Darcy, Javion, and Uncle Shams. Can't wait to see you later, Javi. I love you. Mwah. Okay, friends, that's the end of this video. But if you want to look for more of my videos, just search for my name. See you next time, friends. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, ho, ho. Goodbye, friends.